Hello! We did it!
We've overcome our technical difficulties.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'll say this for anyone who's watching now on our first stream. Thrill Check, Legends of Drama. Welcome to the very first episode. I'd like to introduce you guys to the group here. I've got Jason on my right,
What's up?
Scout on my left, and then Ian and Dimmy down below.
Yo yo.
I'm Dave Nichols. This is just a regular D&D game. We're using 5th edition, baby. We're drinking scotch. We're just gonna let it roll. So I'll start you out. We're gonna start with Kriv Avarax on my left. So Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit about Kriv, your character?
Okay. Well, Kriv is a dragonborn, bronze, druid. Grew up in the mountains, and biggest thing, most important for them, is learning all the weird stuff in the world. Just learning everything.
Can you give us an example? Tell me a weird thing. Like tell me a weird thing that Kriv has learned.
Well, not everywhere has the perpetual lightning all the time for forever. Which
That is weird.
they grew up with, so that was weird.
How do other people deal?
I don't know. Probably safer.
Okay. Kriv is... You are, for the first time in your travels since you came out of your village in the mountains, walking into what you would believe to be the largest city in the world, Corenia. It's this big white city. Most of the buildings are made of white stone or white marble, and they're all built on this bay on the ocean. And the ground itself kind of curves up as it goes, and it makes this semicircular shape around this, and the town itself is almost shaped like a crescent moon as it climbs up to a point. So you can see it as you're approaching for miles away. The higher reaches of it sort of show out, and you're coming across long open fields where there's not a lot of other tree cover or other stuff that's blocking your vision. So you've been in anticipation of reaching this city for a long time. As you finally get there, there are big white walls that block out this city from the fields outside of it. And there's a massive gate on this road next to a river. And there are people coming in and out of the gate. There's a lot of bustle. People are carrying carts. Some people are just walking free. And as you're coming in, you kind of don't really know exactly the best way to go through. So you just kind of take a moment to view the people coming in and out as they're going, to try to get an idea of the sort of flow that you need to be following to get in there right. And eventually you kind of get a handle on the speed that you should be following to get in without too much trouble. And you just sort of shuffle yourself in to like a line. It almost feels like a queue, like going on a ride at a roller coaster or something. So yeah, you're coming in through the gate, and the city on the other side is like nothing else you've ever seen. There are people everywhere. As soon as you walk in, you're in a market district where there are just shopkeepers all over the place. You can see that they're on the edges of this large open square. There are restaurants. There are people making things, selling things. There are little tents set up everywhere where people are hawking different wares, stuff that you don't understand even what it's for. Some people are selling things that you would be familiar with, but in quantities that you've never imagined. And as you walk in, you're just approached by a group, a mob almost, of children They all stand about half your height, and they just surround you and they look up at you. I said, "Where are you from?"
I'm from up in the mountains, near a swamp, I think.
Wow, like, are there lots of people like you there?
I think so. Do I see other Dragonborn in the town?
There are a few more. It's not necessarily a super outside of the realm of possibility type thing, but they're not wearing the same kind of clothes that you are,
Hmm.
or walking with the same kind of gait that you have, or they don't have the same sense of wonder in their eyes that you do. You kind of make yourself into more of an interesting figure that way. You'll see one kid come up on your right, a little pudgy kid, and he'll pull on your clothes and say, "Well, your clothes are funny. You smell weird."
Well, that's the price you pay when you're an adventurer, I guess.
"You're an adventurer? Where have you been?"
Been all over places you've probably never even heard of, and I never heard of.
Can I can you tell us like a story?
Well, man, you put me on the spot here.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Bye. And they run. He runs away. And you see, as he
Okay.
run, all the other kids run off with him, and just a little group, and they run and they kind of like scurry about a little bit, and they tuck in behind some of these different shops and crowds and stuff. And you lose sight of them. They're small enough that they kind of disappear. So now that you're in the market, and you've got all of these different stalls and places, and just all of this in front of you, the whole wide city, what do you want to do?
First, I would take a step back somewhere out of the crowd so I'm not getting run into and pushed around to just really take everything in, look around, see what the population looks like, if there's people are armed or just civilian, or just kind of really look at everything.
Okay, so you sort of back yourself up from the center of the square, just to get a better perspective on what everything looks like. You kind of put your back to a wall in a certain sense. You get a look around. There are people of all different kinds here, all different shapes and sizes. Some of them interacting with each other that look completely different. You see some people are walking around on four legs as they go. Some of them are hunched over as they're walking and sort of swaying side to side. People that are taller than you by a foot or two, and people that are a fraction of your size, all just walking around and taking in the market the same as any other person. And as you're backed up there, and you kind of get yourself out of the heat of all the noise and all the visual noise happening in the middle of the square, you're able to focus in a little bit more on a conversation that's happening close by. There's a person there talking to one of the merchants at one of the stalls. So, Ian, why don't you tell us a little bit about Ravi? You're muted.
How about now?
That's better.
My headset's turned itself off.
Cool.
Ravi Storm is a human cleric that was a formal noble. To those who have a discerning eye, will notice that he has a slight limp on his right side. And other than that, his hair is very obviously dyed green, and most people wouldn't understand as to why. But that is probably the most standouting feature of him. He is a cleric of Freyr. For those who don't know, is the god of light and life here inside of the world of Drauma. And so that's kind of that.
When you say obviously dyed green, what I'm picturing there is kind of like when a person dyes their hair and they don't like not doing it very carefully and they like dye their skin a little bit around the
Yeah,
edge of
probably,
their hair?
oh, certainly. Part of his skin is dyed green. It's either if his skin hasn't been partially dyed green from the dye, you can definitely see where the roots of his otherwise would be like kind of dirty blonde hair would be.
Like
Depending upon
this.
how long it's been since he depending on how long it was since he last dyed it. But either way, it's kind of standoutish. It's one of the few things. It's like, hey, that's different. Other than that, probably fits in most people here in Corenia.
Okay. So you, Kriv, you see this guy with his obviously green dyed hair is talking to an older woman at one of the merchant stalls. And she's saying, "Oh, thank you, Ravi. It's so kind of you to come down here. You really didn't have to do this."
Oh, you're very welcome. We have done very well in our tithings lately, and as such have been able to help everyone, we hope, through the iron shortage.
I do hope I'll be able to pay you back soon. It's just been so difficult these past few weeks. I'm not able to make the sort of uh, iron pots and pans that I've been known for these past, oh, I don't know how long it's really been, 40, 50 years in this business. It's never been this bad before.
No, unfortunately, we're hearing these same complaints amongst a lot of merchants. So take solace that you are not alone in this, but together, I think we all get through it.
I I really can't. Is there anything I can do for you now? I don't have money, but perhaps there's some kind of uh, exchange we could make. If I could offer you some kindness, a meal, perhaps we could dine at my house this evening.
I am unfortunately going to have to pass. I have other stops I have to make today still. But maybe sometime later in the week or later in the month. I think that would be lovely.
But all right, I'll make sure to have another plate ready, and you just stop in any time that you feel you're free, and you're always welcome in our home.
Thank you. And go with Freyr's blessing. And I will, shake the old lady's hand and then kind of turn around.
Yeah, you'll see when you turn around this dragonborn figure, this reptilian person that seems very out of place standing among you. It's not the first person that you've seen that looks like this, but it is the first person that you've seen that acts like this.
All right. I will turn towards the figure. Are you new here in Corenia? You kind of have that look about you.
Yes, I am. It's my first time, actually. I probably should have said that. I've learned enough to know better than that. But you seem like a kind person. I heard you say you were busy. Could you perhaps at least point me in the direction of a visitor center or somewhere to settle in for a moment and get my bearings?
Of course. Depending upon the level of money that you're willing to pay, there are several inns kind of on the west side of the district here. Otherwise, you can go up to the Temple District. I know that we personally are unfortunately a bit full up at the moment as far as people we're able to accept, but in the middle of there's a town crier if you're looking for work, usually with a notice board and things of that nature. May I ask what brings you here?
This seemed just like such a center of everything in the area. I was very curious. I imagine there'd be all sorts of people and food and jobs and everything here, really.
Oh, that there certainly is. While the higher rungs of the city are known for their class and wealth, if you go to one of the stalls here in the lower levels, you will find the best kebabs in the entire continent, I'd be willing to bet.
Well, that sounds great. I might have to start there then.
And then I'll kind of like motion to the where like the food portion would be, where people are kind of selling foods and stuff, and point out to Kriv where they are.
Oh, thank you. You said we when you talked about the inns. Who do you mean we?
Uh, I am a cleric of Freyr. Most of the people in the Temple District try to take in people as they come into the city, especially those who are unable to afford inn prices, and we try to do so at lower cost. Unfortunately, we have seen a larger influx than usual the past couple of months. What time of year is it?
Now would be about springtime.
Especially as people kind of get going here in the spring. We see a lot more travel, so we see a large influx then. And then, kind of as before winter, we see our second large influx. But if you need any help, I'd be more than happy to show you around if you need it.
I would love that if you're not too busy. I have a lot of questions.
Okay. I will take them around as we kind of. I'll make sure to hit like the stalls that I was supposed to go to give the coinage to for the other merchants and kind of explain to them how the city works, kind of where everything's at, just kind of that kind of stuff.
Sure. So while Ravi and Kriv are on their little tour of the trade district of Corenia, we're going to cut over to the kitchen of a little cafe called the White Weasel. And there's a young man there, a teenager. He's got acne all over his face. He's a sweaty mess. And he's got a little pan and he's frying up a fish fillet. And he's not doing it very well. He's just kind of making it hot, which is not really the best method. And there is a sea elf gentleman looking over his shoulder as he does it. Jason, do you want to tell us a little bit about Arvastan?
All right. My name is Arvastan Perlantasil. I'm a sea elf, and I'm a ranger. And I come from the Kraken's Pool. Left there to be an adventurer just because I wanted to know more about the culture and the food and everything about that around the world. So this is technically the first time that I get out of my comfort spot. And I was passing around over here, and first time in this place and everything like that. And I see this the White Weasel shack. I went in there and see what type of food they were making, and I see this shy guy just messing up this beautiful piece of fish, and it's like, oh my god! It's like, hey, guy, what are you doing with that fish?
I'm cooking it.
No, you're
not. What are you
not
talking about, dude?
Dude, this is not the way you do it. You're messing it up.
Who are you?
That's none of your problem. Just listen to me and do what I say, so it can actually come out really, really good.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm doing it.
Just pass me that ale over there.
I've only been here like 4 weeks, dude, and like
4 weeks, and you still don't know how to cook a piece of fish? Come on.
This is what they showed me how to do it, man. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god. Who's your manager? Where's your manager? If they taught you this way, I just gotta smack him.
You see a dwarf pop out. He pops out like from behind a counter when he hears your voice, Arvastan. And he walks over and he says, "What are you doing talking to my associates this way? Who are you? What are you doing in my kitchen?"
That's none of your problem. I just know I came here from very far away to learn the ways of cooking, and you guys here are doing it way, way wrong.
You're going to talk to me? You're going to tell me how to cook in my own kitchen?
Yes, I am. I take out my knife and I point at him. I'm going to teach you how to do it.
He takes out his knives. And he says, "You get out of my kitchen right now. You go on."
No.
Sure.
No.
You will find
You're messing up
I
the
will
whole...
call the town guard. I will have you removed from my kitchen if you don't leave this instant.
You guys suck. No wonder you don't have any people here. Your food sucks ass. I turn around and start heading out.
You think so? Oh, you think you can come into this place and tell me how to cook? I've been working here for so many years. I cook only the finest cuisine.
Finest cuisine? I turn around and look at him and walk close to him, and I stare down at him. Finest cuisine?
That's
This
right.
is shit. This doesn't have salt. This doesn't have butter. This doesn't have ale. This sucks.
I cannot believe you talk like this to me. You come into my place. Get
Yes,
out.
because you are
Get out, I
disgracing
told
the
you
food in
again.
this place. Ugh, I hate this
And
dwarf.
that,
Turn around and
I
start
spit
walking
at you.
around.
Duh.
Oh, hell no.
That's right.
I walk around, grab him, and pick him up. Don't you ever spit on me
Help,
again. And I
help. I'm
toss him
being
back.
cubs. Come. Somebody come take this man.
Turn around and start walking out.
You hear that large commotion. And not only is that argument heard in the kitchen, but it's heard everywhere in the cafe and to some of the passersby in the street. It's so loud. And there's a person at the cafe. Dimmy, do you want to tell us about Ha̶sotei a little bit?
Ha̶sotei is a Yuan-ti from Caesarea, more like towards the coast, just because I wanted to be around the ocean. I think very little of people who are underneath me. They are pretty much dirt in my eyes, but that's okay. I'll make them believe that I don't think that way. Let's see. I also like to, try and make good friends with people who I believe are of higher standards and higher power, and definitely find people in higher places, but it seems that staying in one place is boring me once again, and I'd like to start moving on.
All right. Right now, you're having lunch with a middle-aged woman who's a little better off than most of the people around here in the trade district. Seems like she comes from somewhere higher up, named Julia. And she's saying, "Oh, it's so unfortunate. Can you hear that? That sort of rabble going on? It's so hard to find good help these days."
Oh, I completely understand. It's as if public is meant for the public, and it's very unfortunate that we have to deal with such a ruckus.
You know, my grandfather always used to tell me that back when he was young, when he had servants in his house, that they would work for a fraction of the pay that we give them now, and they would never cause any complaint. They would never give any back talk or cause such a commotion as this. It's so much better in those days. I wish people would just understand their place.
I had far the opposite problem. Let me tell you, my family treated everyone like they were equal or something. And, I just had to get out of there. I can't believe that we have to continue dealing with people like this.
There's just too many of them. It's too difficult, really, to try to treat everyone that way. And I'm afraid I just don't have enough time to really, care about someone other than myself. It just takes so much effort to take care of this person. Do you understand what I mean?
Completely. That's the reason I'm dressed like this, in a full gown with jewels and earrings and way too much makeup.
Yes, I knew you would understand.
Of course, it's as if we're stuck around everyone else. Why don't you create like an event or something that I could be a part of?
Oh.
Perhaps something where we don't need to have everyone around us.
You've piqued my interest. What exactly do you refer to?
Well, I am a performer.
That's
Perhaps we could find someone who cooks to sort of cater the event. Perhaps we could find someone who could entertain other than my performance, which is bound to be amazing and draw many eyes. Perhaps we could draw in someone who could teach us things, important life lessons. So, an event that we only allow nobles to attend.
It's an interesting notion. I'll have to bring it up with my father. Um, when you speak of drawing eyes, I can't help but notice that you've already done so.
Me?
And you turn to look around, and you'll see that the table has a bunch of kids. They all came up behind you as you were talking. And one of them that would look familiar to Kriv but doesn't look familiar to you would come up and say, "Wow, you've got such pretty clothes."
Thank you, small child.
Do you live around here?
I am from very far away. I'm sure you haven't heard of it.
Well, you could tell me about it.
It's one of those towns where everyone is living in the lap of luxury. My family decided that they were going to build their own small village
Oh, what
in
are
order
those
to
towns?
be by ourselves.
Oh, do you get lonely?
I do. But that's one of the reasons why I like to travel and leave that place and find more desirable people.
You see the fat, pudgy kid will poke you on the other side. And say, "You smell nice."
Please don't touch me. Thank you. You seem very handsome.
Yeah, I know. My mom tells me I'm handsome all the time.
She is right.
The other kid will say, "That's long enough. Bye."
Bye.
And all the kids will take off. You'll see they'll head further down the city. Rather than going up towards where you know all the richer people live and the people who are better off are, they just head further down towards the water and the docks. And that's when Arvastan comes bursting out of the kitchen.
Oh my god, I can't believe these people. Like, come on, why does this food suck so much? I came to learn a lot of things about cooking, and this is the first thing that I find? Come on, this sucks.
Arvastan, there's some members of the town guard at the door, like peeking in. They sort of enter into the cafe and they're looking around.
Did you guys lose something around here? There's nothing happening here.
I heard
Just
there
on
was
my way.
some trouble out here.
Trouble? Yeah. Have you tried the food in this place? It sucks.
That's not what we were hearing. We were hearing the head chef here was had somebody accosting him in the kitchen. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Not really. I just hate the food here. They're just destroying it. You might want to go all the way to the back and see if that guy is still over there.
It sounded. You know what? I think we might have a few questions for you. Do you want to come with us?
Why should I? What questions do you have for me?
I suppose you could answer them here if you want. Now, it seems like a lot of the argument that we were hearing in the kitchen there was about the quality of the food, and now here, when we talk to you, I'm hearing a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, I agree with the guy that was over there arguing with everything. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks the food sucks
You
here.
agree with the person
Yeah,
who's
I
at
do.
fault here. What happened? Where did that person go?
I think he already ran out whenever this guy was calling
He
the
ran
guards
out.
and everything.
Yeah,
I think
he's
so.
gone already.
Yeah, I think so.
I see. So if I go into the back kitchen there and I ask the head chef to come out here and point out the person that's been causing the trouble, he won't see that person. because they're all
Oh yeah,
gone.
I am sure he won't see
Why
it.
don't I just head back there and talk to his partner? Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you do
Let's
that.
grab the
I'll
chef.
wait for you right here.
Just stay right there. We'll be right back out.
Yep, I'll do that. Don't worry about that. I'll do it.
It's not a large kitchen. You see, he goes through. He pushes open the doors that just kind of fold open on the hinges and they close in behind them.
As soon as the doors start opening and he goes in, I start running outside.
Okay. Arvastan, you make a bolt out the door. You're going as quick as you can. Let's have you make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Are you paying attention to your surroundings as you run out the door?
Not really. I'm just getting.
We're going to
the hell
find out
of
how
there.
well. Roll them bones.
Oh god. 2.
Okay, so you go bursting out. You run right past Ha̶sotei at the table. You go bursting out, look either side in every direction, run as fast as you can out the door, but you're not looking where you're going. And the very first place you run into is this old woman's stall where she's selling housewares. Normally pots and pans, but because of an iron shortage, she doesn't have very many available. So you run right into it. Bam! The stall falls apart. She goes flying. You land down flat on your face. Merchandise everywhere. And you see that her little change box, where she keeps all the money that she's made during the day, spills out on the ground. And all these little kids run up and grab it.
Oh god, that hurt. Hey. Oh, I don't care about that. Here, lady. How much gold do you have in there? Here you go. 5 gold.
Who
just-
are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, you don't need to know about that. Here you go. Here's the gold that those kids
Oh.
stole from you.
My back is
Bye.
hurting me. I can't
Oh.
believe. Oh.
God, are you okay? Are you?
And my
I don't
shoulder,
like dealing with people.
both shoulders. Oh my goodness.
What do I do? I
My-
turn around to my right side and I
My
see.
hair hurts.
Oh God! Turn around to my right side and I see somebody with a green hair and I call him really quick over. Hey, you over there! Come here!
I will make a perception check. That's a 21 to see if I understand. When I hear, "Hey, you, come here."
Yeah, it's probably calling to you. I mean, hey, you makes everybody turn around.
Yeah,
but
but
You,
what do
you-
do?
Absolutely.
green hair, green hair guy. You, yes, you. Come here.
I will turn towards Kriv and give like the one finger, like, hold on a moment, please. And I will jog over to where Arvastan is, like falling down. I assume you're probably still prone at this point. And I
He's
go to help the old
struggling
lady
to
up.
get up. He's sort of clambering on this fallen pieces of wood and this table that's all broken. He
Gotcha.
tries to lift himself on one piece and it shatters underneath him and drops him down again.
Okay,
Nice
I'm
tangled
first going to
blankets.
help up the old lady who has fallen.
Wait, are you really helping her first? I was the one that called you, man.
Ooh.
Come on, help me out.
I will ignore him for a moment until after I have gotten the old lady up. And then I will turn to Arvastan. Are you okay, sir?
No. Why do you think I was calling you?
My guess is because you tripped.
Exactly, and I need help for you to pick me up. Duh.
I will extend my hand, and I will
All right.
help him up.
All right.
May I ask why you were in such a hurry that you weren't watching where you were going? And I will like say this as I like bend down and start like picking up the old lady's stuff.
I start looking around and see if the guards are coming out from the shack. Like, nothing at all. Just tripped, and there's a lot of rocks in the road.
Arvastan, make a stealth check. The guards
Ooh.
do poke their heads out from the cafe.
Okay. That'll be a 22.
Okay, so they look around to try to find you, but because you're all in the midst of this like destroyed stand, they don't see you laying there on the ground. So as Ravi's starting to pick you up and you start to see them, you just kind of stop for a second while you're halfway getting picked up, and then when they leave and they don't pay attention in your direction anymore, you go up the rest of the way.
Oh. Oh, God, thank God they're gone. They're
Oh,
gone. Oh,
Ravi, is that young man all right?
He seems to be. I'm gonna give him a quick once over. Assuming that he appears to have no damage to him.
Do a quick medicine check. Just to see if there's
12.
anything about him. He's probably fine. I mean, he's able to stand back up. You can't tell underneath his clothes if there's any kind of abrasions, but there doesn't seem to be any major damage.
How about the old lady? Does she look like she took any serious damage?
She seems okay. She's very old.
Yeah.
So she's definitely going to need a little time to rest and recuperate. Even just a little fall like that could bruise her pretty bad.
So I will help the old woman kind of like get situated in a seated position, and then I'll turn back to Arvastan. What are you doing here in the city? What brings you here?
You're muted, Jason.
I come here from the Kraken's Pool, and I'm here, just trying to learn the new type of food that the world has to offer. And the first thing that I find out is this shitty ass shack just wrecks their whole food. Has no flavor. They don't know how to cook it. They burn everything. How is this stand even up and open still? It sucks.
So what do I think of the place that he said sucks?
The White Weasel isn't necessarily known for its stellar cuisine. It's a good place for people who are looking for work. Like they give a lot of rumors for adventures and things like that. But it's more so known for it's kind of like open mic atmosphere that they have. They have a little stage in there where people can give performances. Sometimes they pay bards and stuff to come in and perform there, but a lot of times they'll just have whoever's feeling like they want to try something out, and they get a variety of different stuff in there. So it's more for the entertainment and the drinks, because they just get those out of barrels or on tap, so they're not super worried. They don't have to do anything in-house for that. But they have food just so that,
People don't get super wasted.
You never know. Somebody wants chips or something.
Well, I think that's your problem. You have gone to possibly the worst place for food in the entire city. That's more of like a bard's get up. Like they like to have fun. If you're looking for some good food, though, and I will turn back towards Kriv to see if they're still standing there.
Are we, Kriv?
Yeah, I'm still standing there.
I was about to show them actually where I think the best food stand is in the entire city. If you would like to tag along, 'cause it seems like that's what you're interested in. It's a small place. It's kind of like a shack. They serve kebabs, but they're delicious. I promise.
How do I trust you? You're not just taking some stranger somewhere else to kill me. I don't trust a lot of people.
I am a cleric of Freyr. That would be against my holy doctrine.
All right. Stop right there. You don't need to talk. I don't care about that. How do I know if I trust you or not? I don't know what this Freyr thing is. Like, I have no clue what you're talking about right now.
Oh, are you interested in learning about the tenets of Freyr?
No, not really. I'm interested about food, not whatever you're trying to tell me.
Oh, okay. Ravi, I hate to interrupt, but it seems something terrible has happened. The money from the church is gone. Somebody came and took it all.
Oh yeah, lady, remember those 5 gold that I just gave you? That's to replace all that stuff because I saw them stealing it. I was being nice,
than 5.
But... Oh.
I will look at Arvastan. Did you see who took the gold from this old woman that you collided in with and therefore caused her to lose all of her money?
I saw some little kids just running around from the hill down over here, and as soon as I tripped on her, they just stop and start grabbing anything and everything, and they run. And I was being nice and gave her 5 gold, but I guess that's not enough.
Well, I mean, it's kind of your fault that she lost her money.
Whoa. I have no fault at all.
Oh, Ravi,
I just tripped on a rock in the floor and fell.
He did not try to run into me. I'm sure it was all an accident.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
listen to her. You listen to her.
In that case, I will see if I can track down the kids and recover some of the money. And I will make a perception check to try to track down the children.
Take a look around.
13.
Okay. So you look and you can see the kids kind of playing um, lower down in the district, sort of in the direction of the docks. And they've got like a lookout that's looking to see if anybody's looking at them. I'll have Kriv and Ha̶sotei also make perception checks.
$22.
22.
A 1.
Okay, so Kriv, you notice just while this stuff's happening in front of you, you're just kind of like watching these two have this little weird interchange with each other. And you sort of shift your weight a little bit and you feel that something's different. And then when you reach down to where you keep your money, you find that it's gone.
Hey guys, my money's also. Is this a common problem with the kids? Do they just touch everything and take it?
I assume that I recognize the fact that they're probably orphans or people who don't really have housing, that the theft of this is not super uncommon.
I mean, it's not a terrible logic leap to say a bunch of kids are taking money. You're not exactly sure the reason, but you'd be a sort of optimistic person and hope that the reason that they're taking money is because they really need it.
It is not uncommon for children in need, unfortunately, to take money from, especially new passersby, and then I'll motion to the old lady as well, or the.
First time for me.
So you're telling me everybody here is a thief, huh? So here, see
not
why
everybody.
I was asking. You see why I was asking you? Why should I trust you?
As I said, I am a cleric of Freyr.
Yeah, cleric of blah blah blah. I don't know what that is. Sure,
Cleric of
whatever.
Blah blah blah.
Well, in that case, I think we should go talk to the kids and see if they have taken the money, and if so, how much. I think that one of them is currently trying to play lookout, as is not entirely uncommon. And I will look towards Arvastan. If you could be so kind as to kind of like walk casually past them and not look at them, and kind of be like at the bottom of the slope, so they try to run that way, you can stop them. Maybe we can corner them, and perhaps get people's money back.
What's in it for me?
You help repay the old lady that you ran into.
I'll make you a deal. You pay me for good food, and I'll help you.
Fair enough. I will buy you one of the best kebabs in the city.
If they're not the best, you're gonna have to give me gold then. I don't eat just any type of food. I might tell you that I'm the best chef in the whole Kraken's Pool, and yeah, if it's not up to me,
Fancy.
I mean, my flavor, you're gotta.
I tell you what. If this is not the best kebab that you have had here in the city, I will more than welcome. I will buy you the ingredients so you can make your own kebab, and we'll see how it compares.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll turn around and I start walking down the slope without looking at him. I just glance a little bit to the little kids and just keep on walking by.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Ha̶sotei, the check comes for your lunch, and Julia says, "Oh, my dear, I'm afraid I left my wallet at home. Would you be a dear and take care of this? I can repay you when we get back."
Of course. I reach into my bag and painfully pull out money.
You painfully pull out nothing. You check your wallet, all of your money is also gone.
Oh my goodness. I think someone stole my wallet.
My can't believe who could it have been?
Do I know?
You don't think it could have been the children, do you?
Those children that were running all over the place and swarming outside? Probably.
They did seem very
They were
interested
very
in you, my
close.
dear, and they were asking questions that I don't think that they very much cared about.
Oh, yeah. They clearly didn't care exactly what anyone was trying to say to them. We'll have to go get them.
Well, I'll have to stay here. If we both leave now, think of what kind of scandal that'll arise.
Of course. I'll go get them.
Julia Arano walks out on a meal without paying the bill.
Of course. Wouldn't want to ruin your status amongst the people.
Right. If you could
I'll be
just-
right back then.
Yes, be an angel, would you? Thank you.
Of course. And then I get up and I walk outside to look around.
Okay.
And
Let's have
I-
Arvastan make a stealth check as he tries to sneakily walk by without being spotted by these children.
7.
All right. You are seen. The child hops down off of a little stone piece that he was using to get some height to see around. And he looks at all the other kids and he says, "Scatter!" And everybody, they all just take off in different directions, all heading down towards the docks. You see some of them run into little alleyways. Some of them run straight down the street. One of them does like a crazy movie move and just jumps on the back of a cart that's going by as it takes off down.
wow. The agility.
Ravi,
I'm gonna face palm.
it's not my fault. I swear to God, it's not my fault.
I think next time you shouldn't stare directly at the children you're looking to stop.
I just did a little glance.
He did kind of a walk.
It was just a little glance, like, not my fault.
Fair enough. Either way, we still find them. Kriv,
Do we have to?
I mean, yes, we have to get people's money back.
Preferably, yes.
I mean, it's not my money.
Well, I mean, alternatively, you could go back to where you were eating before and see how well that turns out for you.
No, not that place, please, no.
Okay, then. I think that what you're saying is, I would love to help because I want to eat food that doesn't taste like dirt.
I guess you're right. I guess I'll help you.
Kriv, if you'd be so kind, I know that they're heading towards the docks. We should be able to corner some of them there if we just kind of follow where they were running to. They probably have a meetup spot down there somewhere. Arvastan, if you want to head down straight to the docks and kind of look around, see where the kids are. Kriv, if you want to take one of the pathways. Do I see Ha̶sotei kind of like marching after these kids?
You'd see her walk out. You'd have to make an insight check to tell if you know exactly what, because she's just walking out of a restaurant.
That's going to be 19.
All right. You can infer from the sort of hurried look in her eyes, yeah, that.
Total panic.
Excuse me, miss. Are you also chasing the small kids who are going down to the docks?
You saw those damn children?
Yes. It seems that you are not the only victim of their crimes, and I will motion to. And I will motion to the old lady and be like, apparently both of these have also had issues with them stealing the money. So we're going to kind of like flush them out into a singular place
Poor
and
dears.
then get their money if you are so inclined.
I'll wait here. I hope that you have some luck, Ravi. If not just for me, then for these two poor people. Literally
I,
poor now.
yes, I'm sure we will be okay. What's your name, by the way?
Hașsotei. And you,
Hașsotei. I am Ravi, and I will extend my hand.
okay.
Uh,
Nice to meet you, Ravi.
Nice to meet you as well. If you'd like to head actually straight kind of down the middle here, uh, and I could like notice the somewhat extravagance of your outfit, I think you will be easily spotted, and the children will probably flee. Me, Arvastan, and Kriv here, we will kind of go around the back alleyways and see if we can't find what building they're going to.
So I'm being used as bait?
I would not say bait, as you are not going to be the target of an attack from several small children. More like a beacon.
So yeah, you're kind of a bait right now.
Wonderful, fine. I'm not very fast, though, so you'll have to be fast.
And I look down at my heavy armor and stuff like that. I will try my best.
Okay, so
Nice to meet the rest of you.
Hi, I'm Kriv.
Hi, Snake Lady. Hassel. What's your name again?
Hașsotei.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
With like 6 S's.
I don't know how to count, so yeah, that name, sure.
Oh my god.
All right, so it seems the plan is Hașsotei is going to go down the main road, and the rest of you are going to. The rest of you sticking together as you go in different directions, or are you going to split up?
My intent was to split up.
Yeah, it was split up several places and different kids.
Yeah, to like flush them out into one spot.
Okay. For Hașsotei, it's easy. The road leads right down to where the water is, so you just walk down. It's a pleasant day, and it's a nice walk, good weather. So for you, there's no problem. Kriv and Arvastan, the two of you are fairly new to the city, and navigating it through back alleys is definitely going to lead to you having some trouble. It's not super hard to get to where the water is. You just go downhill. As long as you're moving downwards, you should be getting there eventually. But I'm going to have Arvastan, Kriv, and Ravi make survival checks to sort of trace your way through to where you need to go. Ravi, you can make yours with advantage. Since you're from Corenia, you'd be familiar.
18.
Okay, so you kind of weave your way through some back alleys and find some other streets. Stopping in a couple people that you might know that you want to check up on.
I got 20.
To make your way down. Arvastan, very good. So yeah, you don't have any trouble either finding your way through the different buildings. You weave a path that you think a child might take on your way down to the docks. What about Kriv?
I got a dirty 20, not natural.
Okay. So surprisingly, even though you've never been to this place before, maybe it's just the geography of the way that the city's laid out, you're able to find your way as you go through the different buildings to get down. You're not. You're just that good at moving around. You don't really do Arvastan's try to find where the kids go as much as you're trying to focus on just being able to make it to the docks without getting lost. Unfortunately, nobody sees a child while they're on the way there. So you get your everybody makes their way down to the docks district. The houses here can be a little more crammed together. They're not planned out as well. Some of them are built on top of each other, and some of them seem like they're temporary that got moved into more permanent without being chosen to be so. And down here, there are ships moored in the harbor. You can see other dozens more ships out in the bay, either coming or going, some further out to sea. And there are warehouses where stuff is stored that comes in on the ships from different places around the world. Some of those seem more run down than others. You could tell which ones house more important goods and which ones just have things in them for a long period of time that are saved for when there's a necessity at some point. And there are dock workers milling about. Most of the homeless population in Corenia is living down here, so you could see them sat on the sides of paths in different places. And yeah, sailors coming in and off of boats. And then you see each other as you come down into the district.
Hey! So did any of you guys follow the other kids? I kind of saw someone sneaking down that way.
Unfortunately, I didn't have much of a sight either, and I think we're going to have to ask around.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Well, looks like nothing worked.
I mean,
There's plenty of people here, though. Someone had to have seen something.
yeah, you think they'll be helpful, though? Well, what makes you think that these people are not... One of these people are, like, their parents or something like that. They'll just hide them from us.
I mean, it's not possibly run into one of them who will, but there was like 7 kids. Nowhere all of these people are these people's parents.
Hey, you never know. It's a tiny town. So...
Back in my town, all the adults knew all of the children.
Yeah, you see? They'll probably protect them.
How many people were in your town, may I ask?
A lot.
Wow,
Anyway.
that was so descriptive. Hey, yeah. How many people you have in your family? A lot.
I'm sorry. Do I know you? We're just sharing insight into our pasts now?
Maybe,
No,
I
it
don't know.
was more so that Corenia is a very big city, and there aren't that kind of like close communal bonds, especially down here in the docks, that there might be in smaller towns, is all I mentioned. I meant no offense.
You would think there would be more people getting along in areas that aren't as nice in order to support each other.
Yep, that would be wonderful if that was the case.
Think.
Well, you think they would run into shops?
It's entirely possible.
Buildings?
Absolutely. I think we should just ask around and start talking to people.
I'm not very good with people, so it's a miracle I'm talking to you guys just because this guy over here is, bribing me with some good food. We'll see about that when that happens. But,
You're being bribed?
yeah. Hey, yeah,
Your
that's
money
between
wasn't stolen?
No, not at all. I'm just being bribed at this point.
Ravi, why is he with us?
He ran into the stall that caused an old lady to lose her money, and so, as a means of paying her back, I said that I would buy him some of the best food in the city if he helped us get the old lady her money back.
I see. He started it.
Kinda.
I will, glance to the side and be like, no, but yes.
Ravi, come on, bro. Help a
Alright,
brother
so
out
the
over here.
solution is you help. Let's ask around.
Alright, I guess. But if I end up stabbing somebody because of my bad random temper, just don't blame me for anything.
Yeah, which one of you wants to do the asking? Okay,
I mean, I will. Either one of us would probably do it.
let's try Ha̶sotei. Ha̶sotei, you can find a dock worker. He's got a little cart with tiny wheels on it. He's pushing a big crate. It seems like he's putting a lot of effort behind it.
Excuse me, sir. Do you need some help?
Is there something I can do for you?
Actually, we've been looking for children that ran in this direction. Have you seen any?
You're looking for children?
Yes,
What
they
for?
were running.
I don't have children.
They've stolen a few things from me and my comrades.
Oh, stolen from you.
Money.
They come here. Well, how old children? How big?
I would say younger.
Younger
A little taller than waist height, I suppose.
than my waist or your waist.
How tall is he?
He's hunched over. He's like pushing this big crate. And he doesn't stop for you either. You kind of have to walk alongside him while because he's got work to do.
He does. Mine.
I see. Please do excuse. I will now look at your waist. He looks down and he says, okay, yes. There are children here that are about that tall.
Did you see any in a bit of a hurry?
They seem always to be hurrying. They play around all over.
Where might they gather? Is there a gathering place for children in the area?
Oh, I don't know if I should say.
What's the matter?
Oh,
See, I told you, they won't help us. They know everybody.
it's not a good
Okay.
place. I don't like to go.
You don't have to go. I can go.
I could get myself in trouble.
If you could just provide directions, no one has to know that you told me how to get there.
Make a persuasion check.
$15.
Well, all right, but if I'm going to tell you, you can't tell anyone that you heard it from me.
You have my word.
Yes, I haven't told you what my name is, so I don't think that you'll be able to tell them anyway.
Perfect.
But I would look in check warehouse 15.
All right.
And be careful. You might find more than children.
Okay. Can you give me any hint as to what that might be?
No, I have to keep working. I should not have said anything.
Okay, thank you,
He'll
sir.
try to hurry away, but the load that he's carrying is just too heavy, so he just like keeps going at the same speed.
Thank you.
Don't mention it and forget we
I
talked.
won't.
All right,
Absolutely.
goodbye.
So, I feel this is a trap. Something else than kits on this warehouse? What did he say? 14? Or 15? 15? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds... He was scared. So there's something bad in there.
This is our money.
There
We have to
are
go.
gangs down here in the docks. I'm not gonna lie.
Like you said, that's your money, not me. Why am I putting my life
Because
in
it's your
danger
fault.
because of it? Hey, you weren't there, so I mean,
I was there. I totally remember you plowed over this poor woman's stall, an 80-year-old woman's stall. You plowed into it, knocked it down, and her money was stolen because of you.
You just
Wow,
saw
that was
that.
worse than I thought it was.
You just saw that because I called you, okay? If
Well,
not,
they're
you would have
arguing
just
Kriv is
been
taking
walking
around
around with Kriv over there, taking her somewhere else, probably to
Kriv.
join your cult or something. So
Hello.
yeah, and
Yes, I will point to Kriv. That's Kriv, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I am Kriv.
Hi. Hi.
I was just trying to
Kriv?
work out. She's new. That's all.
I am Ha̶sotei.
Nice to meet
sure.
you.
Just call her Snake Lady. You'll You won't remember that name in a little bit. Don't worry.
I think the proper term is nursing.
Oh, there you go. Hey.
Some. Do I
When we're
recognize?
done with this, do we separate? Because this is pretty offensive, I would say.
I was gonna say, do I recognize that Ha̶sotei is a Uton?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious to look at her.
Uh,
My little picture.
well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know how much my character's ignorance is of other races outside of Corenia. I'll turn to Arvastan. I would not refer to them as snake people. They are often offended by that.
I mean, have you seen the tail? Like, I mean, look at the scales. Like, why would they be offended
I'm
by
sorry,
something
is
they
there a
are?
problem here?
My apologies.
Oh no, I'm just talking.
I
to
was
him.
teasing
Don't worry
Arvastan.
about that.
Which way are the warehouses?
I saw some warehouses over there, but if it's one that we're looking for, I have no idea.
Warehouse 15 is this way, if I remember correctly.
I have an idea if we can get close without maybe being spotted.
Well, I mean, I can try and do that, but I don't want to put my life in danger for a snake person.
What is your problem?
What? What did I say? I didn't say anything.
Are you familiar with the term knife ears, Mr. Sea Elf?
No.
Oh, I see. Knife ears.
Yeah.
Whoa! Calm down. Whoa, what is this knife ear stuff?
It is often a derogatory term that some people throw at elves. Snake person is similar in nature to that. So you can call her by her name, or she's a Uton, and I will kind of look at confirmation, make sure that I haven't just lost my mind.
I mean, knife ears. I mean, I kind of like that name. I'm not gonna lie to you. Knife ears. I'm sharp. Hey, makes me sound dangerous.
Yeah, very
Carrying
dangerous. So dangerous that you caused quite the ruckus, destroyed someone's livelihood,
Hey,
and
I just started meandering towards where Ravi pointed towards the warehouses and see if they follow
starts
that.
walking.
I will look at Kriv and I'll quickly go, oh wait, hang on! And I will try to follow them, but stealthily, but not very stealthily because I'm still wearing scale mail.
Is the plan to start sneaking up right now? If anybody is wanting to move stealthily,
Ravi,
they will have
sneak.
to roll to do so.
All right, I'll do a.
If you feel like dancing
stealth.
your way up there, go ahead. But
yeah, I'm not trying to get to necessarily a door. Even just getting close to a wall of the warehouse is fine. But I can still roll.
Right. When you guys get within eyesight of what should be warehouse 15, there is Mr. Lookout, the kid, by the door. He's standing up on an old box and doing his job.
I rolled a 4.
I also got a 4.
Okay.
I got an 18. High five in the air.
Arvastan, what did you get?
I got a. What was it? A 15.
Okay. So we're going to split there. But I'll say the kid, while he's looking, you guys can't tell if he noticed you or not, but he does duck in the door of the warehouse and leave.
All right.
Can I get close to the building again? I wanted to try, since this dock worker made this sound quite ominous, I was going to cast Detect Magic before we went in.
Sure. How close do you need to be for that?
It's within 30 feet.
Okay. So the warehouse itself from end to end is bigger than 30 feet long, but you can get close to it. There's nobody looking anymore, so you can get right up to the wall and try to detect magic within that range. When you do, you don't notice anything specifically magical. It comes back negative.
Okay. Just for future, if we go in, that lasts up to 10 minutes concentration. So if we go in,
Okay. That just stays on you. You keep looking out for magic.
yeah, it's duration up to 10 minutes, as long as I
Okay.
don't break concentration.
Perfect. So, Kriv, you're up at the warehouse. Is everybody else hanging back, or are you going up with Kriv?
Uh, you're muted.
Walking right up.
Okay.
I probably walk right up to the front door as well, as I am not. I don't think that I'm sneaky, so I would not try to be super sneaky.
I tried to find a back way out for it.
So you're going around.
Yeah, I'm going around a back entrance or something and see if I can find. Since I was the only one that was able to sneak around.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Haษ์
I
was
snuck.
sneakier. Are you guys going to wait for Arvastan while he checks around the other side? Or are you going to just go in the door? It's a big set of doors. The warehouse has to have large doors to be able to move large amounts of product through.
I would give it a minute, but I wouldn't be entirely sure that he's not just ditching us, so I wouldn't wait too long.
I think I'm gonna follow him.
So Haษ์, you're going to go with Arvastan around the other side?
Yes,
I would.
she is.
I would probably wait a moment and then just like knock on the door. Be like, excuse me, a cleric of Freyr is here. I heard there were some issues down in the docks. I am here to help. I saw a young man dive on the inside. I don't mean anyone any harm.
You don't get a response at the door.
Are there any windows or anything?
There are, but they're high up, like on a second floor.
Is the door unlocked?
You could test it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will I'll sort of like creak open the door, not like kick open the door.
Yeah, it like slides open.
Okay.
So you go to pull on it, and it is open. Like you could just pull and slide it all the way.
All right, I will open it a little bit and kind of like peer on the inside, see if I see anything.
Make a perception check.
That's a 9.
Okay, you see boxes all over the place, stacked up, big piles of boxes all around. You can see on the inside there that there's a sort of catwalk that goes across the top, and you can see it goes down the sides of the building too. But you can't see all the way to the back, to the other side of it. There are too many boxes blocking the way, and your perception check wasn't great enough to be able to tell everything.
In that case, I will assume that I don't see anything, and I will kind of open the door a little bit more, and I will slide my way in. And as I kind of enter the room, like, excuse me, I'm not here to hurt anyone. I just, I'm looking for a few young people.
How big is the building?
It is. I actually have dimensions here. That's about 80 feet long and about 60 feet wide. So where the door is about 60 feet along that wall.
Can I follow Ravi then, since he stepped in, and take a look myself?
Absolutely, yeah. Do you want to make a perception check, look around?
Sure. Well, that's a natural 1, but it's a 5 otherwise.
You don't see anything more than what he saw.
All right. Me and Haษ์come back to the entrance.
You've made it all
to
the way
where
around, and you haven't found another door into the place.
Didn't find anything, and we start sneaking in. And I asked, "So, Ravi, did anything happen? Did you find the kids? Can we leave now?"
I have not found any young people yet, no. And I will kind of... I saw, obviously, as we all saw, one of them enter the building, and they seem to be hiding somewhere. I have not found them yet.
Okay, it's now inside the warehouse. Is it all lights off? Is it in the middle of the day, or it's everything dark inside?
Why don't you make a perception check, Arvastan?
Alrighty, perception check it is. That'll be that perception. That'll be a 20.
Okay. So it's still daytime. So it's not totally dark in there. There are windows on the upper floor that go around the outside. So there's some light coming in, but it's not. They don't have lights on or anything in here. So the little bit of light that they are getting is from little windows coming in the side. So it's kind of difficult to see. But you're a little more perceptive than the rest, and you can see that there is some sort of light source coming from the other end of the warehouse. You can't see exactly what's making the light because there are boxes in the way, but you can tell that there's some kind of glow over there.
All right, so I can see from over here that there's something shiny very, very far over there in the back. And do you know if these kids know magic or if anything that's in here knows magic? Are you guys magic people all over the place?
I can cast magic, yes. As far as if I know if kids can, I mean, I suppose it's possible they're magically gifted in some way.
And I still
Alright.
don't sense anything.
Still don't detect any magic.
All right. So do we want to go up front over there and figure out what that shiny light is over there? Because I honestly don't see anything around here. I don't see any kids or anything like that. Just that weird light that's all the way to the back.
If so, we saw at least one kid come in here. We don't know of any other way out.
No,
I'm
we don't.
personally worried that they would bolt again, even if we a whole lot of them just scattering. I can make it hard to get out the door, or would that be helpful?
I mean,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Like what?
I also can do some magic, and I can grow some plants and vines, making it harder to walk through and slow anybody down if they're trying to get out the door.
ooh, I got a rope. Does that work for something?
I don't think this is quite the same thing.
I got a rope.
Well,
Technically, I can also
hey,
catch people, but I don't know where any of these kids are, and I'm not sure if that'd be the best bet.
I'm putting ideas out there. I don't see you putting any inputs. Jeez.
That man said that there are things other than children over here. I'm just thinking about our way out.
Me too. I just don't also feel like chasing children around all day necessarily.
I mean, it's been at least a couple of weeks since I was last attacked at the docks.
That's so helpful. A couple of
wonderful.
weeks.
I don't even come to the docks.
Oh, little missy, I'm too fine for the docks. Jeez.
Guys,
So what's
now's
the plan
not
here?
Time to argue.
Huh? What? What?
That was not the time to argue. We're in a warehouse filled with we don't even know what.
Kriv is
Yeah, that is
saying
true.
that they don't appreciate your commentary. Let's keep moving.
How long did your spell last, Kriv?
The one that makes it hard, it only lasts up to a minute, and I lose my ability to tell if there's anything magic around me.
So if you want to wait until we get closer to the back, if you can shoot it at a decent distance, maybe kind of stand right there, and if you see kids try to run, then cast it.
I can, anywhere in this warehouse I'd be able to reach.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
AKA it's 90 feet, but it's only a square of 20 feet. But yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So then, should we start moving forward and see what this shiny light
Alright.
is?
Can
All
we?
right. We start
have we
moving
lost
forward.
the ability to be sneaky at this point because we've been arguing at the door and have announced ourselves essentially
You can
around
always try.
I mean, I make it sound like a large, rhinoceros anyway, so I'm sure it's fine.
Alrighty then. We start moving forward towards the light.
We don't have to stand in any sort of single file, I'm assuming.
No, it's not that narrow. You're able to kind of make a little bit of a path through, and there's still space to move around. I mean, it's not packed floor to ceiling with these different crates and boxes. They're just in piles around the warehouse. So you sort of weave your way through a little bit. And when you get to the other end, where there is this light source, you can see that it's a table with a candle on it. And there is a little person, like a halfling man, sat at a chair at the table. He's got papers in front of him, and he's got a little quill pen. And he puts it away as soon as you guys come into view. And he says, "What you guys doing here?"
We're looking for.
Don't talk yet. Step forward a little bit.
Whoa! You're really demanding over there. I don't trust you.
I can't
just
see
gonna
you
stay.
quite well from that far away. I'm gonna
Oh.
need you to step up. Come up
Uh.
here where I can see you and where I can hear you better.
Shh. Turn to Kriv. Should we move forward like this guy's saying? What if it's a trap?
I would have
I
heard
don't,
it before.
I don't answer. I just step forward and ask. May I ask who we're talking to?
He says, "The name's Ha̶sotei."
The name is what? Saba?
Ha̶sotei.
Sexy?
No.
Hello.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Sudsy. We were just tracking down some individuals we saw enter earlier. Did you happen to see anyone else in here?
If you're looking for somebody other than me, you're looking in the wrong place. I assume you know where the door is.
I'm gonna make an
Turn
insight check.
around. Yeah, go ahead.
19.
He's not really trying to cover up that he's being false with you right now. It's pretty obvious that somebody else, some more people are in the building, and he just doesn't care that you're looking for them.
With all due respect, sir, we saw people enter this building.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of little kids just running in here. Why are you lying to us?
If you're looking for a little kid, you're just gonna have to look in another place. I'm busy in here.
What are you doing?
I'm doing business, as in none of you.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh, we got a really funny one over here, huh?
it's okay. Well, and I will motion to Ha̶sotei and to Kriv. These two have had money stolen from them, and me, and with the giant brazen-like fray on my chest. As a cleric, I'm sure that we can get the guard down here to sort it out. What do you think?
He'll look to his right and to his left. He'll say, "Splits, bumper, get out here." And you'll see from his left a really big, burly, very tall, maybe about 6.5 feet tall, kind of overweight guy comes walking out. And from his right, there's an animal-like creature on all fours. He comes walking out. Sort of looks like a cross between a fox and a dog. Sort of walks up next to him. And you'll see the little animal guy will say, "Yeah, what do you need, boss?" He'll say, "It looks like we got somebody here looking for some money. Bumper, you seen their money?" "No, boss, I ain't seen nothing." "What about you, Splits?" "Yeah, I don't think any money's coming through here at all." And you
At
say,
all.
"What about you fellas?" Now, all you make a perception check.
16.
13.
20.
50.
Okay. Everybody's able to see, when you turn around and look around, that other people are coming out from behind boxes. Not children, but grown men. who are armed. You can see down here on the floor with you, there are 3 of them with scimitars. And then standing up on the scaffolding above you and looking down are 2 more men with crossbows.
See, I told you guys this was a trap. That was a bad idea.
Does any of you fellas know what happened to these guys' money? And they'll say, no, boss. Then Splits will say, I think I know what's about to happen to that money.
Oh yeah, you know what is about to happen to that money?
I think that's a good idea, Splits. All right, you said 2 of you was robbed. I see 2 more. Hand it over. Whatever you got. You can give it to me and take off.
I'll say no to that. Thank you. I'm not handing over my money. Why should I?
He'll motion up to one of the people on the scaffold and he'll shoot a crossbow bolt at your foot. Not to hit you, just pink off the ground.
Okay.
And then he'll pull back the string and load another one up.
I pull my bow out and lock it in, and I point it at him and shoot it at the guy and hit it right next to his head in the wall behind him. I'm not scared of you. I can do the same or even better.
Roll initiative.
Ooh. Okay.
19.
19?
18.
2 19s.
18.
18. 19, 18.
Where is
And
this?
1 from me.
A 1! Perfect.
I got an 18.
Okay. I'm going to put you after house because you were slower on the roll. Okay. That will start us out with Ravi.
I will start out with my bonus action, and may Freyr protect me, and I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. That gives you an AC bonus?
Correct. That is +2 to my AC.
Okay.
I'm going to move to the closest person to me, and I'm going to try to strike them.
All right. Make an attack roll.
21.
Oh, it's a hit. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
You can see he tries to hold up his scimitar to sort of block you. He doesn't have a shield. But scimitar on mace, I mean, you pop right past him.
That'll be 5 damage.
Okay. So you whack into him. You split him in the side. It hurts. You crack a little bit of the leather armor on his ribs. He kind of doubles down, but he keeps his sword up. Is there anything else from Ravi?
Please desist. I don't actually want to fight.
All right. Ha̶sotei.
Me either, but we must, I suppose. I think I'll strike a different guy. You said there were many.
There are so there are 2 up on a sort of catwalk above you with crossbows. They're at least 10 feet higher than where you're at right now. They're pointing down at all of you. And then there are the 3 people up at the desk, the halfling man, the tall, fat guy, and his little animal-like person. And then there are 3 other men that came out from behind boxes. Ravi's attacked one of those.
So I suppose they would be closest.
Yeah, they're the ones that are kind of encroaching on you.
Okay, so I will strike one of the 3 men, but a different one than Ravi.
All right.
With the rapier.
Let's
And
make an
that's
attack
gonna
roll.
be 11.
Okay. So you go to thrust forward with the rapier. but he doubles back, and you poke just air in front of him. He holds his scimitar up, ready to strike you. Now you still got a little bit of movement and a bonus action left. If there's any thing that you want to do with those.
Nope, I'll wait.
Okay. Arvastan.
Um,
You get a chance
All
to
right.
show off. You've been ready to cut somebody or shoot somebody for a little bit.
All right, I draw my longbow and I shoot again to the same guy that I scared at the beginning. The shot towards my feet.
Pop up.
Pop up. That'll be. I don't need. I'm sure this is a hit. It's 17.
Okay, 17 is a hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be sure, you never know.
All right, so that'll be a D8. Ooh, that's 12 damage.
Okay. So everybody will see Arvastan draw back the bow. He'll line it up with one of these crossbowmen up on the catwalk above him. And foop. And plug that guy. It's a shot right, center mass. Knocks him back. He pops back onto the railing in the catwalk up there, and he just goes limp. Anything else?
Do I see any boxes around?
There are a number of boxes around, yes.
Okay, I move behind the box and get ready to shoot my another arrow to the guy on the top right.
Okay. They'll be the next to move. Let's see. So they're not going to be super worried about Kriv, who's just standing there right now. Just sort of kind of getting the bearings of exactly what's happening. So you'll see one of the ones on the floor, the only one that hasn't been attacked by another person, is going to move over to where Arvastan is and try to cut you with a scimitar. Oh, that's going to hit you.
Oh,
And you are going to take 2 points of slashing damage
all right.
as it cuts through you. Ha̶sotei and Ravi are already engaged in melee with their own devious gang members. So each one of them is going to try to attack one of you. The one attacking Ravi is going to miss. The one attacking Ha̶sotei is going to hit. So Ha̶sotei, you're going to take 4 points of slashing damage. And then one up top, the one remaining one up top with the crossbow, is going to try to fire a bolt at Ravi. But that's going to miss horribly. You're going to see it just goes totally wide, hits a box nearby. And then it's Kriv's turn.
Yay. Okay. So I can see all of them from where I am right now?
Yes.
Okay. So I use Produce Flame to make a little tiny fire in my hand.
Yes.
And once I conjure it in the same action, I double checked, I want to throw it at the guy with the crossbow up on the top rafter
Okay,
thing.
so you pitch it up there. Nice little toss. I believe it's a ranged spell attack for you.
Yeah, do I add anything to that? I'm not quite sure what ranged is.
You will add your spell attack bonus, which is your proficiency bonus, and your spellcasting ability modifier, which for you is wisdom. So you've got +2 on your proficiency, and then whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Okay, so total that's a 19.
Okay, and in total, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll
Let's
the damage
go.
on that.
Okay, and then it says it does 1d8 fire. 7.
Okay. So you throw fire up. You make a little fire in your hand and toss it up, pitch it to this guy with the crossbow, and you'll hit him. He's about to start reloading, but you hit him, and he sort of has to quick start trying to pat himself down. He gets singed pretty bad. Catches a little bit of his hair on fire, and he tries to pat that out. And then we're back to Ravi again, who does not want to fight, but it seems everybody else does.
Yes. As in seeing the continuing cast as no one has surrendered, I'm going to try to hit the man again.
Okay.
14.
14 is a hit, yes. So another swing with the mace.
6 damage.
Okay. So the first one, you cracked into the side of his ribs and split his leather armor open a little bit. And just to double down on that, you come back again and aim for the same spot. And where that cracked armor is, you hit and crack a rib. And he goes down after that.
I will then say after he goes down, please, 2 of your people have already fallen. Stop this. You can't win.
So I'll tell you when enough is enough.
I'm going to move beside him if possible.
As you move to go up towards the table where the halfling man is sitting, Bumper, the large man, will step in front of him and sort of put himself between you and the little guy. And he doesn't, he's not trying to get violent with you or anything. He's just being imposing and in the way.
Okay, I guess that's my turn.
All right. Then it's Ha̶sotei again.
All right. Well, it didn't work last time, so let's try it again.
Everybody else is hitting, so it's gotta happen.
I mean, gotta, right? All right. We'll strike again with the rapier.
Okay.
Attack would be 23.
23 is going to hit. Yeah, you got him this
Nice.
And then with 2.
2 damage.
2 plus 2, so 4, sorry.
4 damage. Okay, that's respectable. So you poke with the rapier, and you do a little feint for a second, go, ha, and then he tries to jump to stop that, and then you poke him in a different spot. Goes through the armor and it pierces him. You see a little blood spot start to pop up where you struck him. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then we'll go to Arvastan. So you're ducked behind a bunch of crates and boxes, poking out. You're looking to try to hit this other guy with the crossbow. He's been hit with fire, so he's a little burned up right now.
Yeah. As soon as I see the bulky guy get in front of Ravi, I see the opportunity to go on the side of him, behind the other box, to get behind Setsi.
So we've got splits on the other side.
Oh, we got.
And he's got his eye on you.
Oh, okay. So Splits is the one that's half fox, half dog.
Yeah, he's a little
right?
animal guy. He's on all fours.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna take my longbow and aim towards Splits, since the other guy is wandering around and moving too much, trying to get the fire off of him.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 10.
Okay, that's not going to hit.
Yeah. I stay behind the box still. Don't move anywhere.
Okay. All Arvastan, you still do have a guy with a scimitar next to you.
Oh, that's right.
And he is going to, at this point, try to swing and cut you again. That's going to miss, though,
Oh,
luckily.
good thing. Totally forgot about that guy.
The guy up on the catwalk is going to have to take his action to pull back the string on his crossbow and load another bolt in. So he gets that ready. He'll be able to take a shot next round. And then Ha̶sotei is in a sword fight with one who is going to take a swing at you. That is going to hit. So you're going to take another 4 points of damage.
That's fair.
And we're back to Kriv again. Kriv, you can see that the crossbowman up on the catwalk is lining up on you now.
Okay, well, see that, but I'm going to, I don't want to take any chances here and continue running around, so I'm going to cast Entangle on the area where Ha̶sotei and his two friends are, if they're close enough to him.
Sure.
It's a 20-foot square.
Okay.
Also, I'm standing up to my full height, which is about 6.5 feet, just to match the guy who's trying to intimidate Ravi.
All right. Do you want to position that entangle spell so that Ravi is also involved in it, or do you want to try to push it so that it just catches the other three?
Yeah, I would hopefully just have Ha̶sotei and his two buds, if possible.
Okay, so they're going to make saving throws. Two of them are going to fail. Bumper and Ha̶sotei are going to get entangled. But Splits is able to hop out of it.
Okay, if he's still in it, though, it does still count as the rough terrain, if he's trying to walk through it.
Right. She's not trying to do just yet.
Just throwing it out there.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. So that's probably your action, right? That's the action spell. Do you want to move?
Yeah. Do I have... Could I duck behind a box? Is there anything nearby since he's training that crossbow on me, or no?
There are boxes, yeah. It wouldn't be too hard to get behind one. There's nothing impeding your movement to get there either.
Okay, I try to do that then, even though I am 6.5 feet tall. I'm going to try to hide behind a box.
Okay. They're in piles and they're stacked up high, so you could even get yourself like totally in cover behind a box.
Cool. I want to do that.
Then we're back to Ravi. So Ravi, you've got Bumper in front of you. He's getting entangled by vines that are pulling up on his legs.
Please stand down. Can I give him a moment to respond? Can I sacrifice my move action to give him a chance to respond before I do my action?
Sure. Which one are you speaking to specifically?
Bumper, because he's in front of me.
Let's say, yeah, boss. Should we stop this now? Do you want to keep going? And he'll say, Bumper, you stay here with me. Don't mess with them punks down there. Let the others take care of it. You say, yeah, okay, boss.
In that case, I'm going to go, behold, Freyr's Wrath! And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Sure.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, you're going to hit him.
He's going to take 34 damage.
Wow. All right. Doesn't take him down.
Damn!
There's a reason that he's not sent in to fight you. But that hurts a lot. He doesn't like that. So, yeah, Bumper's just going to get blasted with this guy. And that makes him light up, too, right?
Yep.
So he's all glowing there, and he says, that really hurt, boss. You sure I can't pound this creep?" And he said, "I'll call a fight when I want to call a fight. You do what I tell you, Bumper. Stay where you are." Anything else you want to do on your turn, Ravi?
No, I'd probably sacrifice all my actions to give him a chance to speak.
Okay. Then it's to Ha̶sotei again.
Okay, so I have a question. It's something I'm not sure about.
Sure.
If I use a cantrip, am I still able to attack within the same?
It depends on the casting time of your cantrip. If it takes an action, then you won't be able to attack in the same turn.
Okay. 1 second. I have it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Okay.
Most of them are going to take. Yeah, you won't be able.
Yeah. I figured. Okay. Let's cast. We'll do Dissonant Whisper on this guy.
Okay.
Hopefully it will do better.
So Dissonant Whispers, I believe he'll have to make a saving throw. Wisdom save for him. He's going to succeed on that.
Oh, man!
I hate to tell you. And I don't think anything happens to him if he saves. But boy, that would have been good.
I know. That's okay.
Is there anything else you want to do? That's just your action. If you have a bonus action you'd want to try.
All right, let's use a bonus action.
All right, what have you got? I know you've got Bardic Inspiration. I don't know if you got much else.
Yeah, let's give that to. Let's give that to Arvastan.
Okay. So Ha̶sotei does something to inspire you, Arvastan. What exactly do you do?
So what does it do to me?
You get an extra D6 roll that you can add to a D20 roll. Either an attack roll or an ability check sometime in the next 10 minutes.
Okay. So I turn around and the guy that's next to me, I take my 2 daggers out and I go for him.
All right.
So that'll be 23 and 20.
Okay, it's 2 hits. So let's get the damage from the first one.
All right. So the first one is going to be a 7, and for the second one it's going to be a 7 as well.
Your offhand won't get any bonus to it. So your offhand attack should be just a D4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
that's a 3. Yeah, that's true. It's a 3. It's a 3.
Okay. Yeah. So you stab him once in either side. He's looking pretty woozy after that, but he's still standing there. He's I'll get you.
All right. What can I do with the D6? Can I make another attack?
No, you would have added that to one of your attack rolls in case it wasn't going to hit to make sure it would have hit. But since you already hit with both, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay, perfect. I just move to the other side of the box from him.
Okay, if you
Trying to sneak
move
out.
from this point where he's in melee combat with you, you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity from him, which means he's going to get a free chance to try to hit you.
Yeah, free chance. Okay, I'll just stay there. End my turn.
Okay. So he's just going to take his regular chance to try to hit you now. That's going to succeed. Ooh. And he's going to do 6 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay. Who else do I have? I have a crossbowman. Who can he get a shot at? Ravi's pretty easy to hit right now, he thinks. So he's going to take a shot down at Ravi. Turns out he's not as easy to hit as he thought, because he's going to miss.
Hey, let's
He's
go.
gonna fire, and then the magical effects of that Shield of Faith are going to curve off his bolt at the last moment, and it's going to hit into the ground. And then we've got one more. Oh, that's fighting Ha̶sotei. That's going to try to cut her. That's going to succeed. It's a critical hit. Right. We didn't need that right now. But it's going to be enough damage to put you on the ground.
Yeah, it is. Anything more than 2 would have been.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't more than your max. You could have died. But you're not dead. Just down for now.
Woo.
And then we're back to Kriv, who is in cover. Behind a bunch of boxes, you can peek out and see Ha̶sotei has fallen. The battle seems to be going okay. You were outnumbered, and you're still outnumbered at this point.
Is that one still next to Ha̶sotei? I can't speak, but yes.
Yeah, he's flexing a little bit to the one nearby who's attacking Arvastan, who is not flexing and very, very badly wounded.
Okay. Can I run up to the one that is flexing to essentially get between them and the fallen friend here
Sure.
and bonk him with my big stick?
Go for it.
Oh. 13. So 50. Oh, wait, no, I can't read. 18.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll up your damage. You going two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Perfect.
4.
All right. Ow! It's a whack in the head. He's not flexing anymore.
That'll teach him.
Ah. Oh, gee. Ah. See, he gets a big goose egg right there. From where he got whacked.
Boy, if I could laugh while I was passed out.
See how
Just
it's
hear it in our heads.
okay. That's going to have to do it for Kriv. Is Entangle doing anything while we're doing this? No, they're just stuck, right? They're not getting hurt or anything? Yes.
They can use their action to free themselves if they do a strength check, but no, it doesn't hurt them each time. They just can't move, or move easily depending on before.
At this point, they're not attempting to move. So they're getting covered in vines. You can see the little halfling guy. He's just got vines crawling all over him while he's just sitting there. It's calm there. Bumper's not happy. He got hit with a huge guiding bolt. He's not pleased about it. And speaking of, it's back to Ravi.
Do I see Ha̶sotei go down?
Yes. You would hear the thump on the ground.
Okay. In that case, I will use my first action or my bonus action to disengage, and then I will move over to Ha̶sotei and heal her.
Okay.
9 points of health.
All right.
Wow,
Ha̶sotei, you're back
9.
up with
Jeez
9
Louise.
HP.
Nice.
Hey, friends, I'm
Dude,
awake.
That's like all the HP I have.
Yeah, right?
That's the bright side of having a +4 to your wisdom modifier at level 1. People get healed for quite a bit.
Okay. So we're getting a group around Ha̶sotei now. We've got you guys all grouped up, except for Arvastan. Ha̶sotei, you're back up. It's your turn again.
Woohoo.
No death saving throws for you. What do you want to do? This guy that was flexing, he's holding his head now. He just got a good whack. He still got the scimitar.
So everyone's right next to each other.
Yeah.
Great.
They sort of part. Ravi and Kriv part each other and show you standing there again.
For the drama.
That's right. Or, I guess you'd still be laying down. It's up to you if you want to stand up or not. You're still just laying on the floor.
Okay. And right after me is Arvastan.
Right.
Yep.
No, I don't like that. Okay, rapier it is.
All right.
Not yet, Fred. I'm working on it. Okay, so I got a 22.
Let's go.
Now you got him. There we go. That's a hit.
And we're doing 7.
Okay. So you see him holding his head. He's still got the wound where you stabbed him from before. And you thrust past him again. He's not got his full faculties together. He definitely takes it and he curls up, slumps over. Down flat.
Finally, you guys. Oh boy, that was a trip. One guy. All right.
Anything else from Ha̶sotei?
I don't have anything distance-wise. Nope, I guess I'll just stay with my friends.
Okay. Arvastan, you're the only one not with the rest of the group. You've got this lone guy in front of you. He's hurt very badly. You stabbed him twice.
All right, I take out my daggers again to finish this guy. And that's going to be... All right, main hand 17. And offhand misses.
Okay. You will hit with that 17.
All right, so that'll be... That'll be 10 points of damage.
Okay, he's down.
And with my bonus action,
The offhand attack was your bonus action.
No, you mean Dave.
The offhand attack that you made was your bonus action.
Oh, that was my bonus. Oh, okay. I try to move around another box and stay out of line of sight from that guy. The
Crossbow.
archers still on top.
Okay. It's his turn. He's going to look for somebody he can shoot at. He sees Kriv again, who burned him earlier. He's going to take a shot down at them. But that's going to miss. So tries to lean over the rail a little bit and kind of angle and shoot down. It doesn't quite get you. Too weird of an angle. And then it's your turn, Kriv.
Okay, is Arvastan anywhere near Ha̶sotei and Splits over there, or no?
He's not far away from them. He moved in somewhat in their direction, kind of off to the side a little bit. But, he's not super far. He's not within that entangle group, if that's what you're wondering. He's not really that close. But definitely close enough that he can shoot.
Can I scooch around to line up at least 2 of those 3 of Sudsy, Splits, and Bumper?
You could get yourself to line up all 3 of them if you want. They're sort of all standing grouped together.
I would love to do that. And then I want to be the cool dragon that I am and use my lightning breath for the first
Yes! Lightning breath.
5 by 30-foot line. It's a dex save.
Okay, they will make their dex saves. Oh, let me get Bumpers in there. What's your save DC on that?
I don't 100% remember how we came up with this, but we had said 8.
8.
It should be 8 plus your proficiency, which is 2, plus whatever your wisdom modifier is, which I think is 3, so it should be 13.
It would be that if it were a spell, but because this is a racial bonus, it's based on something else, I think.
Oh, the 8 plus... okay, I'm remembering what my notes mean. 8 plus Constitution modifier, which is 1, and proficiency bonus, which is 2.
So 11 altogether.
Yes.
Okay. Just check their blocks real quick.
Math is fun, you guys.
So, Sudsy's going to save.
Oh.
Let me check the others here. Bumper is not going to save.
Yay.
And Splits is going to save. So I believe they take half damage if they save on that. So they're all going to get hurt. Bumper's going to take all of it.
Okay. And this says it is... We're under level 6, 2d6. 7.
Okay, so Bumper takes that 7 damage. And the other 2 are going to take 3.
But I also look super cool and scary.
It's terrifying to most of them. You see, Bumper's not happy. He's kind of freaking out after that. Splits gets a little more angry. Sudsy's expression doesn't change. He gets electrified. You see, he tenses up a little bit from the shock, but otherwise nothing. And then let's see. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Kriv?
Can I step back even partially behind something again, or did I move too far?
You've moved too far to get behind something, but you can take a quick step back and put a little bit of distance.
I'll do that.
Okay. I will go to Ravi.
Who is closest to me currently?
You are standing with Ha̶sotei. The only other foes remaining would be the crossbowman up on the catwalk, which is kind of a distance away. He's up higher than you are. And then the other 3 people who have names are about 20 feet away from you.
I will take a full movement action and sacrifice my normal actions to get as close to the crossbowman as possible.
Okay, you're going to have to double back a little further back in the warehouse to find a set of stairs. And you'll start moving up those stairs. You'll get enough movement to be able to get to along the wall on the catwalk before it goes to the crossbeam that the crossbowman is on. So it'll put you about 20 feet away from him at the end of your double movement.
Okay.
Okay, then we got Ha̶sotei up next.
You said that the 3 guys were about 20 away?
About 20 feet away from where you are, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head towards them. Let's say about 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'll cast Poison Spray.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, we're getting spicy here.
I believe that is a saving throw for them.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken. Constitution saving throw for the 3 of them. Bumper is going to save, but the other two are going to fail.
Nice. 2 out of 3. That's good.
So you don't hurt Bumper, but you hurt the other two. Roll a d12.
And nothing gets added onto that, right?
Nope.
So that is 12.
Okay.
Nice.
Big damage from people. Big level 1 damage. 34, 12. Crazy numbers.
Yeah, that 34. That 34 was spicy.
They're still okay.
I mean, that probably doesn't happen if we don't have the homebrew rule of doubling just the dice. 5, 3, or something like that.
I like bigger numbers. It's more fun.
I do too, especially when they're on my side.
So yeah, what's your visual flair for your poison spray? Do you like shoot it out, have your magic hands, or do you spit it out?
Oh,
or...
spit it for sure. I want to unhinge my jaw slightly and like full open.
Tilt back, and jaw comes down.
Oh yeah, like shoot it.
Bam, comes out. Okay. Arvastan.
Technically, it's noxious gas, but whatever.
It's a spray. Spray is liquid.
All right, I gonna use my longbow and try to hit splits.
Okay.
That'll be 19.
That will hit.
All right, and damage is going to be D8. That'll be a 13.
Okay. Take that. Still okay.
All right, and
Come on, boss, let me get him.
I'll do my bonus action, and I'll reach into my backpack and take a potion and drink it.
That would take a full action to do.
A full action? Okay. I'll stay where I'm at then.
Okay. Sudsy will say, "This isn't exactly what I thought the rules would be. We were going to stay out of the fight and see how well you guys did against everybody else. But if you want to keep coming after us, then I guess the tables are going to turn.
Ooh.
Bumper, splits, go nuts. I'll let them decide when they want the fight to be over."
Ruh-roh.
It was nice knowing you guys.
So I know the other guy's name is Splits, but I definitely thought you meant Bumper splits in half, like into 2 people, and my brain lost it. I was like, oh my god.
So we're in the entangle. Okay, so you can use an action to get out of that. Bumper's going to pull out a heavy crossbow.
Ooh.
He's going to level it at Kriv and take a shot. That's going to miss. Shot wide.
Yeah.
Splits didn't get entangled. He's going to leap over to where Arvastan is.
Oh, come on. Please, miss.
And he's going to unsheath like a little knives that come out on the backs of his paws. He's got a weapon built into his hand there. He's going to do a cut at you. He's going to miss with his first swing.
Oh, okay.
Then he's going to swing again. He's going to hit with the second.
That's gonna hurt.
That's going to do 7 points of damage, and you're down.
Yeah, I'm down.
With the rest of his movement, he's going to leap over to Ha̶sotei and just do a swipe with his other claw for his third attack. But that's going to miss. Sudsy's going to stay put. The crossbowman up top is going to take a shot at Ravi. But that's going to miss. Sudsy will say, "Call it when you want. Say the word, and this is all over." And then it's Kriv's turn.
I turn to Ravi and say, "This is your town. I'm following your lead." And I don't do anything with it, but I use the produce flame to just summon another little flame in my hand.
Okay. Do you want to hold an action? In case something happens, you might throw that flame at somebody.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? But otherwise I will hold, not just immediately. Yeah.
Then it's back to Ravi. I've got you muted. I can't hear anything you're saying. Still. Boy, they knocked his voice box out. It can't even talk anymore. Lost him. Totally lost him.
That arrow must have frightened him away.
He got too
It missed,
spooked.
but it was enough.
We got Kriv holding a flame ready. Arvastan's down. He got laid out. Ha̶sotei, you've got splits on top of you.
All right, let's try this again.
Yes.
There we go. So I am going to look at the gentleman who fired a crossbow bolt at me, and that was rude.
Yeah.
I'm going
Shaky.
to move. I'm going to move forward and try to attack him.
Go for it. You went quiet again.
A 7 doesn't hit, correct?
7 does not hit, no.
Okay. In that case, I will miss, and I will turn to I'll kind of like look back at the rest of the group as I heard Kriv's kind of call out and be like, "If you want to call a truce, I'm not opposed at this point. I don't see any reason why we should have more bloodshed if we can avoid it."
Hi. That's me.
Sudsy will say, "Everybody,
No,
if
everything.
you guys lay down your arms,
Good, bad, with nothing flat.
We'll lay down ours.
Spirit. I did
Totally
the best I
fine.
could.
Thank you so much. Have a
Let me
good
close
one.
the door for you.
Please.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay,
We
you're-
heard-
Am I on
we heard
mic?
all-
Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
You're fine."
if the one leader of this bandit group says that he's willing to lay down his arms, I will sheathe my mace for the moment.
Okay, he'll look at Kriv and the fire. He'll say, "Put it out." Now you're muted.
I tried to switch to push button and I forgot. I can extinguish it if it's my turn. Or
He's just
allow-
asking you to put it out now. If you're willing to put it out,
Yeah.
I'll let you do it.
I
He'll look at
put it out.
He'll look at Ha̶sotei. "And the sword?"
Hmm.
Take a tip from your friends, doll. Put the weapon away.
Okay. Let's go ahead and put the weapon away.
Now tell your crossbowman to lower his weapon.
He'll put that down, and you'll see him. He just kind of he slumps down. He sits on the catwalk. He's got an arm up on the rail. He's terrified. And say, I think we've seen all we gotta see. I know what to do with you folks. And say, Splits, pick that guy up off the ground. We're gonna take him in to see the real boss. And that's where we're gonna call it for this week.
Oh,
Nice, that's a good cut there. I like it.
Oh boy.
Thanks so much for joining us. I think this was pretty good. That was a good first episode.
I would agree.
that was pretty awesome.
You guys did a great
Yes.
job. Thank you so much.
So
Yep.
everyone heard me get my order from the door.
Now everybody needs to know, what did you get?
That's right. What did you get?
Chili's. My
Okay.
brother is in the bathroom. Otherwise, she would have gotten it. But the lady was literally standing outside.
It's alright. I had to look at Athena a million times to make sure she wasn't breaking things, so it's fine.
Okay, we'll be back next week at the same time. So anybody that's interested wants to come back, tune back in. Anybody that's playing right now that wants to keep playing, you're going to need to come back next week, same time. Come back right here and see what happens next, who the real boss is.
The real boss. Oh boy.
So yeah, thank you to everybody at Twitch right now. Goodbye.
All right.
Good night.
See ya.
I'm
Thanks for
around.
tuning in.
Good night.
Good night.